stream. Hey there, all you beautiful spikelings. It's me, your favorite friend, your only friend, the only person you can trust, Aspiring Spike, and welcome back to my Shark Typhoon. Today we're finally going to put a bunch of small creatures to good use with Modern, Convoke, and Modern. Join in the Gleeful Rebirth in this venerated strategy as we bushwhack our way to some fine trophies and support the stream with like, follow, subbits. Be yourself, praise Clothis. I think I got sick when I was walking to the aquarium, and it was a little bit the walk was a little bit longer than I thought. It was a little bit colder than I thought too, but we'll see. But anyways, this is I got Pioneer brain a little bit, but also for those who don't remember, back when Knight-Errant of Eos came out, we put together the Boros Convoke deck in Modern. It was like okay, but pretty bad against Fury, and then Doomwake ported that deck into Pioneer, and it's evolved a little bit over the months, but now it's like one of the more popular Pioneer decks. And I wanted to circle back to it in Modern since Fury has been banned. There's also a player. I was trying to find them and look at the list. There's a player who's been like grinding the deck a lot. Maybe somebody can remember who it is or find it. But there's a player who's been grinding the deck a lot. Their list is kind of different. One thing is like I actually don't think Esper Sentinel is good in this deck. It's like it does not do what the deck is about. It is a good 1-mana creature. It is a good 1-mana creature, but I think I'm not that excited to play Esper Sentinel, and I am very excited to play Warden of the Inner Sky. This card is kind of ridiculous. It's in Pioneer at least. It gets so big so fast, provides a lot of card selection. It's just like kind of gives you like extra Convoke effects all the time. So strong. Young PZ grants a lot of advice to try Warden of the Sentinel. Yeah, that's at least my instinct. Yeah, Young P. That sounds like the right username. And then also, I was playing against the deck a bunch of Pioneer, and people keep casting Resolute Reinforcements. I'm like, wow, that's like Orcish Bowmaster, except a lot worse. I'm like, well, what if we just and then like I already like to splash black in this deck for Staying the Mind in the sideboard, so I just want to look a little bit harder on the black splash to play main deck Bowmasters, which are like very synergistic of the deck. Two creatures for one card, and are also of course incredibly good. Can give you a little bit of extra reach too. Also, more game against the One Ring is nice. Also, is Pylon playable? You could play Pylon potentially. Maybe it's better than Chain to the Rocks. It's just the 44 months. Yeah, thank you. My one resub is one prayer for me to get better. Wish of the 35. Thank you. Like nine rounds is pushing it for sure. 10 is like, what are we doing here? Why are we on this earth? Alright, Snapkeep. You think 9-5? 9-5 would have been a lot better. 8-6 would have been better. But they just like shouldn't be 10 round events, 10 round day ones. Alright, let's lead on the Warden. Oh. Okay. Powerful deck. Jegantha real good. I think my opponent just conceding the match. Yeah, and also each round was really slow too. I also got there super early like I usually do. But it says kept in unkeepable hands. Sorry about that. No worries, I guess. You could have got there though. You could have taken a draw. Could have drawn perfect. Yeah, it was really bad too. There were people like not reporting their rounds every single round. Every single round, like, and you could hear the frustration in the judge's voice. They're like, "Please come report your round." It's like 7 p.m. and like it takes 20 minutes to track everyone down to get them to report. Then round one, go over by like 30 minutes. I mean, that's like pretty usual for round ones, but I think so, yeah. Wait, they played Island last time. What is happening? I'm going to save my zeros because of Renin 6, I think. Largest invite only in MTG history. Yeah. It's 4-color. That would make sense. It was the same people too? Was it really? It's supposed to be a warning or whatever, but apparently they weren't getting warnings for it. But yeah, it definitely got pretty out of hand. Paid actors and paper. Oh yeah, there was that one match. I feel bad because I really do feel like the fact that it was a feature match impacted what happened. But it was round 9. It was my winning in for day 2. Round 9, my winning in for day 2. It's a feature match for some reason. And my opponent is playing Rakdos midrange. I mulligan, and my opponent like Thoughtseizes me and pushes my elf. And he goes, turn 1, Takenuma, Thoughtseize. Turn 2, push your elf, play tapped castle. Turn 3, just does nothing. I play Voracious Hydra X equals 2 as a 4/5 trampler. And then my opponent untaps. Clear that they missed their land drop again, and then they just concede. Just concedes the match. Or sorry, not the match. Just concedes game 1. It was game 1. It wasn't the match, but concedes game 1 after just missing their land drop twice. And this was like winning in for day 2. It was like, you know, their stakes and stuff. Like I kind of feel like maybe like they were in like obviously they weren't very likely to win, but my hand was not super strong, and I think if they just like top decked the red source the next turn, like there's a good chance they were in it. But I think that like there's like a factor of like, oh no, I kept this bad hand on camera, or even though I think the hand was probably not that bad of a keep, or like I'm just like not doing anything, my hand is non-functional, just wanting to move on with it. Yeah, it was also like 9 rounds into the day. It's you know, it was tough. Looked at the top card, it was a Blood Crypt. Oh no, that's rough. Yeah, like there was like a pretty reasonable chance I would have lost, but it is what it is. Like everybody's brain was fried. It's a lot of psychic damage. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna discard this Ornithopter, I think, is what I'm gonna do. 16 lands, by the way. 16 lands, by the way. All right. Let's send everybody at Saheeli. Well, I guess they can just chump. Maybe I'll just get in with that then. Obviously worried about Solitude. They kept 3 red cards and no red sources. They were super behind. I think they were a lot less behind than they felt. Like, I literally just had a 4/5 in play that, like, dies to Fatal Push. I don't know what the exact hand was, but to me it felt like I was probably like 90% to win the game. But, you know, when you're playing, you're like winning in for day 2 at RC, like conceding with like 10% equity is a big deal. But I think their keep was fine. Yeah, I don't think I would have mulliganed if I were them. Having push plus Thoughtseize is also very premium against mono green. Was a record. We were both 5-3 playing for day 2. And my first feature match was also like not that interesting, I feel. I like stomped game 1 and my opponent's hand was not that good, and then and then like game 2 I was really flooded, and game 3 I was really mana screwed. it was just like not that interesting. Probably pretty dead here. It's kind of like one of the few draws we can keep playing with. Yeah, I'm glad. I guess I'm glad I left on Sunday. Apparently today's or yesterday's flights were pretty wild. Hope everybody got home safe. Hey Tashi, got to hang with Hitachi this weekend too. I'll concede to another Solitude if they have it. Looks like they do. When something is open deck list, you get the list before game 1, so it influences you to mulligans more. Yeah, that is how it works. Hey, and yeah, Jarvis. And look at this. Mason, Jarvis, Satoshi, right back to back. All had dinner together on Friday. Thank you, Mason, for the 4. So they block here to keep their Saheeli. I think Jegantha may carry us here. I have on at 37. Thank you. Welcome back. We've been playing for Denver LCQ. People, it's kind of wild to me that people have already like picked their deck for Denver. It's like The modern is changing a lot right now, and like there's like a new set going to be coming out, right? I think it's just too early to like even have a guess. I think maybe on the draw I'd play Stain the Mine. I feel like on the play I just run back again. My opponent conceded after going Island to go this game. The cat combo deck is real. I don't know. It's like it's nice to have a combo and be able to finish games in a reasonable reasonable pace in the 4-color deck. And it's also true, like with the metagame being so weird right now and changing so much, it's kind of hard to build like a reactive build of 4-color or blue-white. So having a more proactive build is kind of good at the moment. But I've played a lot of cat combo. I've played against a lot of cat combo, and I don't think that it's very good. I play Ametite. I'm locked in already. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. There are 2 cat decks a qualifier for Jin last weekend. Yeah, I mean the deck it seems to be doing well. Helps with the rest of the deck is just broken. Yeah, I mean ideally all of your cards are good, and just true you have 8 kind of stinkers. The duo win the game together. Okay, on the play. Murders comes out RC weekend. Love that for us. I mean, one more week would have been nice, but I kind of like release weekend tournaments. I think that I'm leading on Epicure here, because I don't want them to be able to solitude my Memnite and stop me from getting my 1/1s, my precious 1/1s. Okay, 8 power in play, your turn. Oh no, 12 power in play. They can't solitude in response. Yeah, they couldn't solitude the Memnite. So I missed saying this part, but I was talking about either demolitioning on turn 1 or waiting a turn so they couldn't solitude my Memnite. That Renin 6 is probably getting ignored here. My Raise the Alarms deal an extra damage, which is really exciting. Cool. Alright, let's keep this, and I suppose we put back Demo. My opponent's on a mold of 5. GG's, Brad. I was brushing my teeth and kept them all. I've done that too. I feel like you probably could have taken like a draw. I don't know what your hand was, but you maybe could have drawn perfect. But I definitely, we were also, it's kind of funny because we were also just talking about tilt concessions. Another day cold making kombucha tea. I've got both. I'm just trying to get through the stream today. I woke up feeling kind of shitty at like 6, and then I took a couple Tylenol, and I woke up feeling a lot better. After that, I'm just trying to get through. I was really looking forward to streaming. I was gonna be very bummed if I missed today. Obviously awkward that we don't have a white creature, but I think I'm just gonna still cast my Knight-Errant this turn. Okay, another Bushwhacker. Warden Bushwhacker, Inspector Bushwhacker. I think I'll take Inspector Bushwhacker so that if I draw a Gleeful Demolition, which obviously there's a lot of those in the deck, next turn I can go Inspector plus Bowmasters into Demo plus Bushwhacker. I still plan on doing timeless streams. I want to, yeah. I was thinking about maybe just like playing a little bit today. I bought a deck. I think it's cool. I think it's fun. The problem is I'm in like bronze, and the game I don't think I've lost a match, and the games are like not that interesting because I built Belcher. I built Channel Belcher, which I think is cool. I showed it off a little bit earlier. But I just am just slaughtering all my opponents. What's the difference between an RC being scheduled 3 weeks after a ban or on release weekend? I mean, I'm not sure exactly what you're looking for as far as like differences go, but it's just I think it was the bannings. I was pretty frustrated by the ban timing. I think a lot of people were. Should I leave back a creature to play around Tribal Flames? I think if I'm attacking for lethal, no. Which is 9 plus 6. Yeah, I'll leave back the Bushwhacker. Maybe leave back 2 is fine. Okay, it doesn't immediately get rid of the Bushwhacker, so they're probably not in the hand already. What was I saying? Timeless. Yeah, I might be down to just play a little bit. Did you get all the codes from TGA? Did you, I don't have any codes. I just bought a bunch of wild cards. I spent a few $100 yesterday buying some wild cards. I actually had a few wild cards still in my collection from like this must have been 2018 or something. Belcher looks like, yeah, you'll have to wait and see. Oh, well, I still don't know how to export it. There's probably a way to do it. You can get free packs for each set. Is it just like play the set name? Is that how it works? Yeah, I know. I kind of want to grind a little bit and get up to like gold, but maybe I may be down to like, I don't know. It's also tough. Like if I play a few matches today, like it's. Then all of a sudden, like when I'm in gold and platinum, I don't get like that better content, or like it's already like a little spoiled, if you know what I mean. Yeah, but I'll look into doing that because I want to build a few decks. I want to build like 3 decks, brew them up, play them, like just dip my toes into the format and see how it goes. See if people like watching it. See if it's fun, and if it is great, and you know, if not, that's fine. But I think it's good to, again, just try to branch out as a content creator, not just do the same thing all the time. Try to evolve a little bit. And before remand. Yeah, but it's kind of like it's honestly the format's like very similar to like Modern, with a few broken spells. And with no pitch cards. It's very odd. Very odd environment. Okay, so the Chains of Rocks probably need to come in. Probably like 3 chains for 3 Bowmasters. Then I'll play like the Forge-Tenders, Trim and Epicure, Trim and Ornithopter, Trim and Bushwhacker, Trim and Bushwhacker. Are there any forces of any kind? I don't think so, which is kind of why I wanted to build Belcher. Yeah, we're talking about Timeless, which is like, it's kind of like Vintage on Arena, where every card is legal, but there's a couple of cards that are restricted. And I built a deck around Channel, which is one of the restricted cards. The idea is you can Beseech the Mirror into Channel, and then kill them with either Karn or Goblin Belcher. Or you can like Beseech into Belcher, if you know. And you can also Dark Ritual into... You can Dark Ritual into the combo too, which is pretty cool. Like theoretically, you could win on turn 1, but you have to have Aghanim's Awakening to do that because you're a Belcher build with the MDFC lands. Oh, this is just got added on accident, I guess. What decks are my losses? I lost to Blue Black Phoenix in round 3. Then I beat it the next round. Then I lost to Amelia. I lost to Omnath day 1, and I lost to Amelia again day 2. I acquired wild cards. I bought them. I spent money on them. as a investment to potentially evolve a little bit as a content creator. Is the arena economy super weird? Can you build decks as you want? Yeah, yes. The barrier to entry to building decks is very difficult, much harder than Magic Online. But I just want to try to do something new. You know, always gotta be able to evolve as a streamer boy. Can we see the sideboard? It's like a bunch of Karn targets and Duresses and Veil of Summers. I don't know how to pull it up. I have a Needle, a Talisman, a Defense Grid, a Coding, Aetherflux Reservoir, Goblin Charbelcher, the One Ring. I don't know why. I guess Aetherflux Reservoir was from a different, more slightly different build I was going for. Probably don't actually need to play that one. Yeah, no lands in this one. You get to play one of Demonic Tutor, one of Channel. Yeah, the idea is that you can besiege the mirror into Channel and to kill them with Karn or Belcher. Or you can like Ritual or into the Ring, buy time with the Ring. Assemble the team. Search the top third of your library, round it up for a card, and then shuffle. That seems pretty good. Is Wizards Rockets the best cantrip thing of spot spheres and arena? Well, it's nice that Rockets can make black, black, black with Channel in play, or green, green for Channel. Maybe there's something better though. They should have bolts here, I guess, with the shock, but make them use it. Maybe not. And let me scry again. Maybe they wanted me to they were okay with me scrying one more time if it means I'm not attacking with Inspector. Rash, the 29 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Yeah, but maybe I should play. Honestly, maybe I should play Assemble the Team over the One Ring in that deck. Yeah, but I was also wanting to do a Underworld Breach, Tendrils of Agony, Dark Ritual, like Lurrus Storm build. You also get Brainstorm plus fetch lands in the format. It's like there's a lot to dive into. I want to try to my initial goal with Timeless is to try to break it. I want to try to break the format. I want to try to, you know, like just get away with broken stuff. See if I can do that. Hopefully I can, but it's obviously always hard to break a format. Just feels, I guess, I don't know, it feels more breakable than most formats I've played. I think that's an Alchemy card. Alchemy cards are legal in Timeless. Does Timeless use digital-only cards on Arena? Yeah, they're legal. But like the One Ring, like, you know how like cards get nerfed, they're all like they are all how they are in paper. So like there's no like the Ring, even though like in like Historic or whatever, and Bowmasters and Historic, they're both nerfed. They have their paper versions in Timeless. Yeah, and the difference between Historic and Timeless is there's no ban list, and it's mostly that there's no ban list. There's just a restricted list. Been crushing with the version of Rear Wagonstorm list without the combo finish. So just like no Narcomancer, no Grape Shot, or what would you play instead? Please don't tell me, oh, here, X or no. Done decent Mythic Gorillus, Mrs. Metamorphose. Yeah, for sure. Do you think the new Epicure Inspector... I think... So, I guess Inspector being a white card for a Convoke is really nice. Epicure is... Like, Blood Token is, like, oftentimes better than Clue Token. The damage is really nice. I think I would be likely to replace Ornithopter with the new Inspector if I was just going to, like, try to swap it. Some slow opponents today. Although it's kind of easy to feel like every opponent is slow when you're playing Convoke. Oh yeah, I forgot that Natural Order is legal too. Sounds really fun. I wanted to build like elves and historic or timeless. It's gonna be expensive. Okay, so put my opponent down to 3 and play 2 Epicures. Seems like the plan, and be dead to a bolt or a Tribal Flames. I guess down to 1 after I play both of these. Yeah, I agree. The Mystical Archives from Strixhaven are the best part of Timeless. So if I double block the Trampling Kavu, I'm still going down to 3 and dead to bolt. I don't think that they play any like Renin 6s usually. Didn't you want to try to use a blood token here? No, not really. What could I find off blood token? I think I might as well double block though. You can jump both. I can't. This is flying and this is trample. Yeah, they can have their own Bowmaster, I guess. This kind of plays around. Looks like a Tribal Flames though. Okay, game 3. Does that mean we needed to leave 1 or 2 more back? Not really, because it's like I think we just want to put them. Maybe playing around Bolt is fine. They have the Tribal Flames though. Game 3. New meme every day on twitch.tv/Celestial. I'm gonna use the restroom too. Be right back. What's up? It's me, your friend Aspiring Spike. Okay. Back. Thank you. It's me, your friend Aspiring Spike. Ha ha ha. What's up? It's me, your friend Aspiring Spike. Acolyte with the 42 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Let's go to Mulligan to 6. Run the play against Domain Zoo. There's a lot of cards that make this hand. I think that on the mull to 6 of the play, I'm just gonna hope for the best. Like even just like any creature, any non-convoke creature lets me activate Warden next turn. If I can draw a Inspector, Neonate, Ornithopter, Memnite, any of these, let me have like a really broken turn 2. Seems like Timeless is how WotC will justify adding Modern and Legacy and Vintage into Arena. Why does it seem like that? It feels like they're certainly really far away from any of the formats. Like they're just missing so much. Like I would love for all of those formats to be on Arena. It just seems like if they could have put all this stuff on Arena already, they would have, you know what I mean? It does not look like Domain Zoo anymore. Or they're playing Rockrick? That's a good one. A lot of good top decks. Scary. Turn 2 Rockrick. Huh. 2 Memnites as the only options. Does let me Warden here, and if I can Warden for a land, then we can have a crazy Bushwhacker here. Okay, so yeah, now we get to go Gleeful Demo into Bushwhacker. Hope for the best. There's no financial incentive to add all of Modern to Arena. Too much work with no immediate benefit. With Timeless, you can always justify adding older cards to Arena. This is... I don't understand how you can possibly come to the conclusion that there's no financial incentive to add Modern to Arena when we have Modern Horizons 3 coming out in 6 to 8 months. Like... There's a huge... I feel like there would be a huge financial incentive. In fact, like... I really feel like when Modern Horizons 2 came out, there was a big angst upon Arena players where they saw that Image 2 was like one of the most exciting and polarized and like big Magic sets ever. And just none of the fucking cards were on Arena. Yeah, MH3 on Arena would make so much money. In fact, they probably will put MH3 on Arena. I kind of it is coming to Arena. Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean. It's interesting that it's confirmed. Wow, this is a bold attack. With just a tomb up to historic time was only like it's just not logistically possible for them to get it on super fast because they have so many new cards coming out. I don't know how they could like they can't even get Pioneer on Arena. Like they don't have time to get Pioneer on Arena. Getting Modern seems like so unfeasible. Okay, I think that you are dead. Yeah, and before fog. Pioneer is coming by the end of 2024. I'll believe it when I see it. I feel like they've missed several due dates for like Pioneer 2 Arena. I would love for it to come on though. I'd be cheering them on. I've had a lot of opponents just like be dead on board and take a couple. I guess it's okay. I think. Would I rather play Pioneer on Arena or Moto? I feel like Magic Online competition is so much higher in general. I don't know if that's changed a lot, but in my experience, that's definitely been my experience is that Magic Online competition is a lot higher. Also, like the economy is a lot better. Like if I'm going to play Magic Online, I might make some money. I can just play any deck on Arena. It's like, well, I hope you got all the wild cards. Like even Mythics can be kind of not great competition. It can be okay. I don't know. I just remember like when I used to test for Arena PTs, it just didn't feel like I was really playing at super high level competition or anything. Losing costs you nothing on Arena. Yeah, that's true. Don't lose it. I guess I don't know. It's okay. It is kind of nice that there are options between the two. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get to Mythic soon. I already have a Bowmaster. I'm gonna take another Knight-Errant, and I think I'll take a Bushwhacker. Games, yeah. This is Coffers again. Coffers was one of our losses last time. I kind of feel like I should Bushwhacker next turn. All right, let's play around Bowmaster a little bit, I guess, by attacking first. If they like Bowmaster in combat, can't kill one of my things. Okay, sure. So now I guess let's do this. Oh no. I just miscounted. Fuck. I thought I had enough mana to else at night. I just thought this was fine for some reason. Uchiel, the 20 months. Thank you. Welcome back. That's okay. I think they don't have a Bowmaster in their hands, so I think they're kind of toasted. Right, this is 5, 6, 7. Oopsie doopsie. I'm sick. We're streaming. I'm under the weather. That's my current excuse. Yeah, I keep forgetting to shuffle after Knight-Errant. Alright, game 2. I've been just running it back a lot today, but I think you need to do that a lot. But maybe the sideboard needs to look a little different. I was looking to see up Esperminter for FNM other than Bowmasters. Any other suggestions to include in the deck? So I was kind of looking at building Espermintor as just a blue-white deck with Helping Hand over on Earth. And then your mana's a lot better. And you get to play Preordain and Consider and Thought Scour and Ledger Shredder and Bauble and Mentor and Counterspell. The problem is I don't know like what 1 mana removal spell to use. Do you play Prismatic Ending? Do you play Lay Down Arms? Do you play you mulligan this hand? Probably mulligan the 4-lander. Do you play Oust? I was looking Oust the other day. You could play Binding, but if you're playing Binding, maybe you should splash color. Just trying to figure all that stuff out, I guess. But just like I always feel like getting the deck down to 2 colors would have been pretty nice, but I guess I'm also not even sure that that's exactly where you want to be. A lot of question marks. Drawing my 1 of basic in this matchup is actually pretty dang bad, I guess. When you did an Egg Storm deck, we did it. It was not very good. I agree that it was interesting. It's kind of a failed. We got slaughtered. Would I rather have thoughts? Would we consider Thoughtseize inside? Thoughtseizes is like an incredibly mediocre modern card. It is like, I'm not very close to wanting to include it in this deck. No, it is like it's playable. You obviously you want to register that card in like black based mid range decks. It's not a very good sideboard card. I think it's almost exclusively a main deck card in my opinion. If we go end of turn Bowmaster. Sideboard cards for explosives. It's kind of tough to play answers to that card, but you could. Sideboard and rally. Well, obviously with Bowmaster in play, I don't need to be that scared. Don't want to be blood tokening into their Bowmaster, of course. We'll just have Jegantha save us potentially. If they don't tap the ring, no, maybe if they have a removal spell, we're kind of cooked. But I feel like if they already had a removal spell, they maybe would have tapped the ring. I don't know. All right, let's go to game 3. Coffers is a good deck. Since Fury is gone, I've been interested in Lingering Souls in any decks. Not really. Like, Lingering Souls is not completely unplayable. I actually liked it a lot in the Esper Mentor deck, where you could like loot it away to Ledger Shredder. Like, I liked it in the sideboard. Like Lingering Souls is like very good against Murktide, and like kind of not that good anywhere else. Do I mulligan to 5 here? My opponent's on 6. This thing kind of just does nothing. Mulling to 5 is tough in this matchup, but sometimes the hardest choices require the strongest wills, I guess. Can we be shielded with that chain? Yeah, you can just go over the top of shielded a lot of the time. But it's also on a mull to 5, so that's nice. I think this is what we're putting back. I think I maybe keeping Demo over Rebirth is wrong, but they do have some artifacts. Opponent's mulls to 4. Will Smallpox ever be good? I mean, I've cast a lot of Smallpox on this channel. Yeah, but like Lingering Souls is like, I think of all the matchups in Modern, like the only one I really want Lingering Souls in is Murktide. Maybe like new versions of Scam I would still want to have it in. It's bad against Voidwalker, but they don't have Fury anymore, I guess. I don't know. Bummer. Alright, 2 cards in their hand. Jegantha will save us. Classic coffers. Down to one card in their hand. Weird game for sure. Two cards in their hand. Likely their other card was a spell before this turn. Now two spells in hand, confirmed. Thankfully no Bowmaster so far. That was their top deck, Troll of Khazad-dûm. Now they have 3 mana for the first time. Goblin Bushwhacker off the top is lethal. Summoned? No, I would never play Dwarven Mine in this deck. It's been suggested a lot. Does someone else play it in the deck or something? It seems so bad to play any lands that can enter tapped in this deck. Okay, so they have a removal spell. They also punt though. They could have gained 1 more life. This like those tap for a mana. One card in their hand. It's Damnation. They're top decking. I have Jegantha. Let's go. Spike, is Jegantha worth it? It's always worth it. It's literally always worth it. I was supposed to be mine. Yeah, it's just hard to tell with all the serious suggestions. Interesting game. GG's. Yeah, interesting for sure. Not even a single mine. Yeah, not even a single mine. You could any land that can possibly enter tapped is not playable, I think. I understand the upside though. That's usually the case, is like of all the top decks you have one tough matchup and you're trying to dodge. Let's go to 5. Sorry. Compulsively messing with the dice on my table. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to put back the Bushwhacker and the Inspector, I think. Did you not play against any Lotus Field? I didn't, but also like the build I have, like you can race them with Vivian a lot of the time. Like I was beating the deck online enough that I wasn't super duper worried about it. Any plays for Reclamation deck in Modern, playing Rec in formats of Fairy feels so bad. Yeah, so there's a lot of problems with Rec at the moment. Like one thing is like over the last couple of years, Modern decks have had so much more incidental disenchants with like Urza Saga for Haywire Might, Leyline Binding, and Beseiju. There's a lot more incidental disenchants, which make it tough. We had been talking a good amount about playing Sunken Citadel, right? Sunken Citadel with filter lands. Well, they missed their second land, so my there it is on top. So we've been talking all about Sunken Citadel plus filter lands. The idea of if I have 2 filter lands in a Citadel, these 3 lands can tap for 4 mana, and that's kind of interesting. And I was thinking like the best shell for that idea might be Reclamation, where you get to like untap it, do it again. There's like a good amount to like about that plan and that shell. I'm not like convinced that that's where you want to be though. Weird game. Yeah, the Signet lands aren't legal. It would be really exciting if they were, because you could like Enigma Jewel and Sunken Citadel into them, but they're not legal in Modern. So they keep a land on top. Feels like a lot of setup for not a lot of payoff. Maybe. I don't know that I'd agree that it's a lot of setup necessarily. Since like the cost is what? It's having a tap land in your deck and a bunch of filter lands in a deck that doesn't really mind having filter lands, I feel. We don't have any black mana, so I think I'll just take these 2. Play Ornithopter now because of Ledger Shredder. Your turn. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the payoff is also like kind of okay because like you get to go like filter land on turn 1, turn 2 like counter spell, turn 3 play another filter land, cast a reclamation, untap with 4 mana up. I don't know. It feels like it's kind of interesting. I agree that it's probably not like gonna bring reclamation back. I haven't really built it. How's Atlanta? I liked Atlanta. It was a fun weekend. I saw a lot of people. I'm also feeling a lot better. I don't know if it's the day quill or what, but I was feeling a little sick earlier. I'm feeling actually pretty good right now. I guess I'm gonna be tapping all of these to Convoke. I'm just gonna get a basic mountain. Just if I draw a Bowmaster, it's kind of tough, but I can blood token them away, and I feel like I'm getting raced a little too hard. Oh no! Come on, dude. Well played, I guess. I didn't really think that they would do this, but they got me for sure. You have to use all the mana in one turn. You can't split it to get the advantage. Yeah, I don't think that's a problem, right? You have a lot of 4-drops. An anonymous gifter gifting us up to Edo. Thank you, thank you. So they probably have a counter spell. So I just want to be able to like attack them for lethal next turn, even through a counter spell, which I can't do. Oh wait, hold on, sorry. But now I want to Loxodon. This was the plan. So down to 7. It's a Lox on the bubble. Yeah. I would just definitely a punt on my part. Yeah, I played mono green in Atlanta. I like the deck a lot. I think that the deck is powerful. It does its thing. It's very good against like Phoenix and Rakdos, and I think it's good against Control. I think it's very good against Boros Convoke. It's very good against like a lot of random creature decks. It's bad against Amelia. It's not favored against Lotus Field, and I think that's like an okay place to be. How did I sideboard last time? I cut the Wardens and I cut a Bushwhacker. I think I like that plan. Weird game. A lot of weird games today. How was the main event Saturday versus long? That was the worst part by a lot, was how long day 1 was. It was 10 rounds. I've never played 10 rounds in one day before, I think. Well, that's not true. I did in Minneapolis, the PTQ. But it just shouldn't be this long. It's just a mismanagement. I know that it was because like DreamHack was kicking people out on Sunday or whatever, but it's just like shouldn't be like this, I think. Like you just like I don't know, people like this is a big event for people. People are really excited for it. Like it needs to be an enjoyable experience, and getting there at like 8:30 and leaving at 11 p.m. it's just too much. And then you have to be there the next day at 9:30. It's just like ridiculous. European GPs used to be 15 rounds. Always 10 day 1. Brutal. I mean, it used to be for GPs you would do 8-6, right? Or was it 9-5? 9-6? It used to be 15 rounds. This was only 14 rounds. What does it just change? I mean, like at the very least, it should be for a 14 round event. It should be like 9 rounds day 1, 5 rounds day 2, or 8-6 potentially. But the reason they did it was because like DreamHack was kicking them out. But like this, likely just means DreamHack is just like if our huge big RC 1,300 people, super important like for the game, like just like one of the most important weekends. If we just can't, we just can't like end the game at a reasonable time or whatever. Or we have to do 10 rounds because DreamHack won't let us do less. It's like we probably just shouldn't have these events at DreamHack. They need to be managed by like a Magic tournament organizer. Do I intend to play Timeless? Yeah, I was playing some Timeless yesterday. I built this deck. I built Black Green Belcher. And it was pretty fun. I might want to make this is just your first draft or whatever. I was liking it. I think I'm a Knight-Errant here. Maybe I should be Loxodoning. I feel like both are good, of course. I guess I'll keep it on top. So they put a preordained into their graveyard. And they look and see my Knight-Errant on top. So if I tap like this, I can cast a Bowmaster potentially, which would be pretty good. Ding, 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 ding. Shredding. Why not Loxodon put so much pressure on board? So I can find Bowmaster and kill their Channeler. So like exactly what happened could happen. Seemed like it worked out. Timeless best of one. You can play best of 3 in Timeless. Okay, trophy prediction already live. 7 and 2 on the day. Feeling pretty good. Deck's looking great. Okay, new matchup on the draw. Opponents on a mold of 6. You see that deck list? I haven't posted it anywhere. I'll maybe post it later, but I have not posted it, so you can't, I guess. I'm a bad content creator. And maybe wanting to Gleeful Demolition their stuff, of course. Let me just play Inspector here. Are we getting Timeless content? I at some point, yeah. So like the thing is, like I spent a long time yesterday, like trying to learn the format by myself, trying to like see what's in the format, trying to get a feel for things. It took a long time to do that yesterday, and I also kind of I'm just in bronze where like I don't think the games are that interesting. I haven't lost a single match. I'm just belchering my opponents to death, which it's kind of weird because like that is like usually the goal, right? For these games to not be that close, I guess. But it's been like they've been like so lopsided that I don't even think that they're interesting, if that you know what I mean. So that's kind of my issue at the moment. Alright, so we can go Demo plus Bushwhacker next turn. Timeless. Yeah, I'm a lot more interested in Timeless than Historic. Yeah, the format is new. It's okay. Okay, so we have to chump block. It's $10 for 4 wild cards. That's an insane price. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the economy fucking sucks for sure. I spent a lot of money on the cards yesterday. I mean, it's also like I don't know. It's just kind of the life of like the grinder content creator. Spend a lot of money on cards. Yeah, if you know, I am at least like I think it's a good thing for me to try to branch out, to try to do something new, to try to evolve a little bit, and I'm happy spending some time trying to do that. Yeah, I'll be posting the deck later. I may want to make some changes. I don't have a link yet. I just am showing it up a little bit. You can go back and screenshot it maybe. Yeah, I bought wild cards. I actually had I had like I had like a little tiny collection, and I had maybe 2 mythic wild cards, 2 rare wild cards, and like 12 uncommon ones that I hadn't used from when I played Arena years and years ago. How come Timeless over a Magic Online format like Legacy? I mean, I've played a lot of Legacy. I actually think that Legacy is a lot worse than it used to be because of the commander cards. I think that the commander cards are like, stop, opponents, figure your turn out, please. I think the commander cards are like big net negative for Legacy. I don't know. I'm just like, it's not the biggest deal, but also like kind of like Timeless is new and unique and it's different and it's interesting and I want to try it. I just want to try it. Okay, so they have 4 blockers. So they can block 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they can take 3, 6, 12 damage. So that's not enough. So why don't we... Should I kill one of these? I don't think I need to. Don't want to have to chump block with this, so I think I tap it. No, I think it's better to Gleeful this. I want to do it now so I can draw 1-drop and Bushwhacker for more next turn. Which commander cards? I mean, a few of them, mostly like the initiative and the monarch stuff. Those are the cards I really don't enjoy in 1v1 formats. Should keep 2 colors of blockers. We have Bowmaster, and so yeah, they may like think that they can get me through, but they can't. Oh, I guess I also have this though. Why buff the 4/4? I was mostly thinking I didn't want to chump block with it, but yeah, maybe you're right. Spreading it out. Yeah, although Minskimbu is also an arena. I guess like maybe we're supposed to Bowmaster the Sentinel in response. Although, are they really just not attacking with anything? Like the Boros Initiative deck is one of the most popular decks in Legacy, and it's a deck that like it's like one of my least favorite decks in any format ever. Excuse me. All right, so they have 6 blockers. Block 1, 2, 3, 4. Block these 6. Then they take. We have 7 attackers that are getting through. Plus these 2. Yeah, it's should be lethal. Initiative in general is such a bad design mistake. Yeah, like I actually like it must have been like MagicCon Minneapolis this year. I played some Commander with like the nitpicking nerds and like the Moxfield guys and stuff, and the initiative was like in the game. Like someone casted an initiative card, and it was so hard to keep track of. Like the nitpicking nerds, they have like a stick that they would give you if you had the initiative to keep track of it, and people still forgot the trigger. It was just like too much. All right. See you in game 2, opponent. Kind of like day and night, worst mechanic. Yeah, there's a lot of misses for sure. My least favorite mechanic is mutate. Although when I say that, I usually get some pushback. I'm a big mutate hater. How's the aquarium? To see the manta rays and sea otters. Yeah, we saw both. I'm a big aquarium fan. I try to go to like every aquarium in a new city. I went to one in the one in Barcelona this year too. I love aquariums. I've been to the Atlanta one when I was a teenager, but it's been a long time. It was cool. One of my friends was like, we went up and we paid, and he's like, he was really impressed by the aquarium, but after we left, he said, I thought I was paying $50 for a big fish tank. He had never been to any aquarium before. I thought it was pretty funny. With 3 Warden, 3 Bushwhacker here. But it was really cool. We saw the sea lions, and the sea lions really reminded me of Lucy. They're just like giant dogs, and they're having a good time. And we saw the whale. The whale shark like swam right over us. It was so cool. Go to Coke Fight next door. I went when I was a teenager with my uncle, but we didn't go that time. I don't even drink drink Coke. Yeah, but aquariums are cool. This hand's pretty good if we draw land. We're on the draw. No interaction. I think we're in mulligan. National Crypt in Baltimore. No, I've never been to Baltimore, but I would love to go to all the aquariums. The aquarium in Dallas is okay. There's a few exhibits I really like. I love the flashlight fish that they have there, but like half of the Dallas aquarium is just a terrarium. They just you know what I mean. They're not fish. Give me the fish, please. It's just like the first half of it is just birds and lizards. Like, please put those motherfuckers in the zoo. I'm here to see some fish. It's okay. It's fine. Where should the penguins go? Good question. Okay. Obviously I want to go Thraben Inspector, Demolition my own Inspector, or my token, and then play a Loxodon. I actually don't really feel like I can really afford to do anything else. So, despite the fact that they probably have an Equipper in their hand, I'm just gonna do this. So if they have a paladin, they can't cast it. It's an interesting draw. I think I'm down to cast this. Maybe I should have left this untapped. How's Warden? I've been liking the Warden. I think they're better than Esper Sentinel, which other people have been playing. The scries matter so much too. Guess I can't really scry here. I'm gonna need a chump blocker. So they drew their white source. Really bad news. I guess we can chump block for a turn. Although my opponent's just missing lethal on the Gingerbread here. They're just missing lethal. If I draw like Wear Tear, I don't even know if that's enough. Yeah, it's not even. Okay, game 3. G3, G3, G3. I like the sideboard plan. Let's run it back. Yeah, this deck is pretty cool. What cards does this deck to have in Modern Pioneer? Just Bowmasters. Bowmasters, Memnite, Kuldotha Rebirth are all really, really huge for the deck. They like do put it like a tier above, I think, in consistency and power level. Yeah, I agree. Activating Gingerbread missing lethal is very funny. Stain is what format? I'm sick. I'm sorry. Stain is for Living End and Titan mostly. You could also bring it in against Tron, I think. I think you want to bring them in against Yogg. I'm not 100% sure though. I was gonna try to show off my Timeless Prowess deck. I realize it's just a modern deck with Brainstorm. I mean, Brainstorm and Prowess seems super good. I mean, it's just insane, the card in general. Alright, no lander, no keeper. Well, that's a lot of white cards for a hand with no white sources. Let's go to 5. Right, well, if we draw an artifact at the top, this hand's very good. If we don't, this hand is not very good. You've said Memnite wrong for a very long time. I understand. You're probably aware. There was someone who, like, I can't even remember what card it was. It might have been Memnite, but they like asked me to pronounce it at Atlanta. It might have been Memnite. Listen, I almost didn't stream today, so you're lucky I'm here pronouncing things wrong at all. Yeah, I actually don't know how I'm mispronouncing it, nor do I really care. Y'all know what I mean. Artifact. Oh boy. Let's go, dude. Nice mold of 5. I guess I take both Ornithopters so I can activate the Warden. Didn't do. I did take a COVID test. It came back negative. I also didn't really spend that much time with Doom this weekend. I obviously would have loved to spend as much time as possible, but like I barely saw him. I don't think I saw him at all on Sunday, and I didn't see him that even. I wasn't even hanging out with him that much on Saturday, so obviously there's a chance I have it. Like there's a good chance I have it, but first test came back negative. We'll see. I am feeling like a lot better. Like I don't know if I even feel like it maybe was like visually apparent, but like you know how sometimes like your sickness just kind of like breaks a little bit. Like I kind of felt that sensation. It's not terrible. I think I'm gonna go on a little bit ago. So I'll take another one later. I will, try to not get anybody else sick, but hopefully I don't have it. Obviously. Okay, that's the best card to keep on top. Just go ahead and tap these, and then get in with these two. That's called medicine. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I am drinking the Dayquil. We'll see. Warden looking good. Would Warden be better or worse if it drew a card, but you could only activate once a turn? It would be insane if it drew a card when you activated it. Where's Pedialyte? Esther got me. I have some downstairs. Don't worry, but Esther got me some ginger lemon kombucha, which has been really fucking good. All right, I think we're trophying. I don't think they can beat this Bushwhacker. Block 1, 2, 3, 4. Take 4, 5, 11, 12, 13. Exacxies? I mean, I'm going to close my eyes and attack. Card's probably like honestly like bannable if it drew a card and you could every time you activated it, but only activate one a turn. It's like actually bannable. No, they can't have Solitude because we know one of their two cards is Hammer. All right, 8-2 with the deck. That's exciting. Let's do one more. The deck's pretty exciting, I think. Leagues are pretty short. 8-2 on the day. It feels good because like our first match, like we lost, and then like the next like game we mulliganed really low, and it's like, oh no. And then things bounced back pretty hard after that. Cool.